This video is a follow-up of a practical example of how I used flow magic for one of my decks. If you haven't checked out my overview of flow magic and the mechanics of how it works, please check out that video. When we look at my deck, the first thing I want you to notice is that the template card is blank. As you can see on the left with my thumbnails, all of my cards are a little bit different, and there was nothing that I wanted to translate to every single card. So that's why I left my template card blank. That is a choice you can make as a designer. When we look at the main task cards, we see that the students will read a state capital name, and their goal is to drag the star icon to the correct state. I have invisible drop boxes over the states. And the difficult thing about this one was that the states are sort of oddly shaped, especially South Carolina. So the drop boxes aren't perfect, but at least they're big enough that when the student moves the icon over the state, it will light up in blue and they'll see where they can drop. If students placed the icon on the incorrect card and clicked submit, I wanted to give them a hint card that they could read and then try again. So this tutorial will describe how I made the hint cards and how I linked them all together. I've made my correct drag and drop link, which you can see here at the bottom, for Tallahassee. And then I also created a submit button, which is just a text box. If you click on the submit button, you see that I've used Flow Magic to link it to two different places. The first link on the top is if the student gets the answer correct. The code next to the Link To button is actually the code of a card. To set this up, I had to create two cards. One card was my hint card if the student got the answer incorrect, and the other card was the correct answer card. Every card has to have some sort of button or symbol or picture that the students can click to get somewhere else. Let's go back and look at the submit button. I'm going to link to the correct card, which is card number 4 in this deck. I can link by simply clicking on the card. Now my link is connected. To make a hint card, I must also click conditional link and then link if wrong. When I click link if wrong, I'm going to link it to the hint card right here. Now that I've established both links and we preview the deck, if the student drags the icon to the incorrect state and clicks submit, it takes me to the hint card and I can go back. If I drag the icon to the correct state and hit submit, it goes to the right card. One last thing. As I mentioned, on both the hint card and the correct answer card, you have to give a button or a picture or something that the student can click on to go to the next card. In this case, my try again text box is linked back to the original game card. On the correct answer card, the next state text box is linked to the next card in the deck, which is actually the next state card.